All right, should be good. We're back with that's the final episode of Tatarigoroshi. Um, besides the theory and review episode, it's only been like a day, so it's still pretty fresh. Before I even start thinking of theories, I think it's important to do the curtain call slash extra, whatever you want to call it, because they actually do give pretty good takes. I usually do include a couple of their theories, especially in the Watanabe. Some of the reasons for Mion doing it or whoever did it was seemed pretty solid. So let's see what the other characters think of first. Ooh, oh wait, no. I don't know why I said ooh. That's just normal. All cast review session, basically a curtain call.
この度も日暮の泣く頃に水たたり殺しを最後までお楽しみいただき誠にありがとうございました。これまでのシナリオとは少し違う雰囲気でお送りしましたがいかがだったでしょうか。
Yeah, we'll talk about our feelings in the review video.
お楽しみいただけたなら幸いです。
I did enjoy it though, if you didn't notice.
今回
Naturally.
も胸のすくようなバッドエンドだったわね。私個人としては大災害が実際に起こった時の惨劇の描写も欲しかったところだけど、みん
Honestly,
なの感想も同じかしら。
I'm surprised we didn't get more of Takano. I thought they were really setting up, because I've been asking for an episode where we get more Takano and more Tomotaki, and I thought this would be the one with that setup, but then she actually just disappeared after that like face off, so that was unexpected.
そんなわけありませんでしたよ。
At least Satoka was happy. No more fake happiness. This is happy Satoka.
またしても
Feels good.
またしても大バッドエンド。
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I guess it's the worst ending since a lot more people die. I mean, never mind. I was gonna say at least Keiichi lived, but he did die in the end, right? Never mind. Again, just to note, he did die where was he? He was in like a mental hospital, right? It still kind of lines up, I guess. With our thoughts on hospitals.
バッドエンドって割にはみーちゃんは楽しそうだね。
っていうかもう笑うしかないってのが本音でしょうね。
Wish he was gone too.
毎回嫌な終わり方がエスカレートすると思ったらとうとうここまで行き着いちゃったわけですからね。
みんな仲良しで死んじゃったのですよ。仲良しなのです。ニパー。
Positivity, I like it.
そういう見方もあるのかな。
We got like nothing of Tomotaki.
毎回死んでる僕はもうごめんだな。たまには死なずにエンドを迎えたいね。
富武さんって時報みたいな役割なんですよね。
I feel like my ideas of Tomotaki, I mean, I said I would leave this stuff for the theory video, but, you know, since we're probably not going to be commenting a lot here, it's going to be mostly voice acting, might as well talk a bit. I mean, the idea of Tomotaki working for the army as a spy does seem really solid, but it could also just be a big red herring. I mean, he looked so obviously. I mean, it fits really well with, like, his appearance and his actions. And, like, if he's friends with Takano, it doesn't necessarily that they're, like, working together. He could just be with Takano just because she seems very knowledgeable about the area, and she's also reporting, so he could share that data with the base.
富武さんが死んだらあ後半戦突入だ。
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Watanabe is usually the second half, but they're kind of the same thing.
みたいな。
Jesus.
さてではここで今回の会合に改めてご参加いただく皆さんです。
Debuted?
拍手でお迎えください。まずは監督こと
Oh, yeah,
入
yeah.
江京介
I
さ
was
ん。
like, who debuted? Irie. Right.
ご紹介に預かりまして光栄です。
Hello, Mr. Coach.
どうもどうも。
Suicide victim,
脇役だったわけですが、
apparently.
トータルで見てみるとかなり美味しい役だったなぁなんて思ってます。
本当ですわね。脇役にしては出番もセリフも多すぎで、しかもキャラが強すぎましたよ。
Listen, I know they really do want to make him seem like a bait, especially after someone was talking about how this translation does have some errors, I guess, because you know the Japanese language is a little different with how they write stuff, and how like when they introduced him as the manager. Or was it manager? No, it was coach. And like Shion as the manager, I kind of jumped on Shion a lot. But it turns out like the manager they meant in Tatarigoroshi actually means more like its definition is more closer to his role as coach than Shion as an actual manager. I think that's what he was talking about. So they're definitely like putting on a lot of suspicion onto him. Mainly for that idea that he was the manager they were referring to, and like doctors came in. And obviously it lines up with my suspicions because I do have the clinic theory where they're the bad guys, or one of the groups, I guess. So yeah, a lot of suspicions piled up on him, and at the last minute they put a lot of army suspicion on Tomotaki, I feel, or whatever, the JSDF, Japanese Special Defense Force, I think it's called, on Tomotaki. So those could be red herrings. But I really never liked the idea that if a story, the novel, the game, whatever makes it super obvious, you should just write it off. That always just feels bad to me. Like, what if you write it off and it's just true? It seems weird.
今後どれだけ出番があるかはわかりませんが、その説は応援よろしくお願いしますね。
I'm surprised Shion also didn't get much this chapter. I mean, I guess we got a lot of her in Tatarigoroshi, but I was also expecting a bit more because of her apparent relationship with Satoshi. We didn't get too much of Satoshi either. It's kind of weird. A lot of like they set up a lot of like things where we're gonna, at least the idea that we're gonna learn a lot more, but it kind of all ends abruptly.
ありがとうございました。
Also, people have been saying this one was slightly longer. I think maybe it is because I have more save files, but I think in total video count, it's like pretty close. That's why I wasn't expecting to record the finale by last session. I thought there might be another chapter or two.
では次に我らが担任知恵ルミ子先生。
皆さんどうもこんにちは。
Okay. I mean, obviously we've seen her before, but I guess in the original release she didn't have a sprite/portrait.
いろいろと登場シーンもあったのですが、今回カレー勝負で目立つシーンをいただきまして。
That's nice. That also mean I was gonna say that means some unsprited characters might get sprites this time. But I mean, if Chi got it originally, Chia, not Chi, I've been saying it, it's Chia, I remember. But like they added Chia in the first one, so I'm guessing there isn't new sprited ones if they're not following like the same way. If they're already putting in the sprites, even if they weren't in there before. Whatever, you.
カレーをバカにする人を
Hopefully you
許せません。
understand what I was trying to say.
誰もバカになんてしていませんよ。あ、知恵先 生に席を空けてあげてください。さて
Honestly, speaking of Chia, I know it's kind of like, I'm not trying to stall, but just ideas, friendly banter. I think eating curry at Japan was like one of my favorite meals there at whatever the big brand, Coco's Curry. That might have been one of my favorite meals. So I can emphasize with the Chia. It's like actually one of the best curries I've had like ever.
これでとりあえず全員揃ったね。
To be fair, I haven't had a lot. I've had a lot of homemade curry, but not like restaurant curry.
レナ、
Alright, let's start.
また乾杯をよろしくね。
では皆さん、各卓のコップをお持ちになってください。
Oh, we're having a
お飲み物はいろいろありますよ。
toast.
本当にお疲れ様会も賑やかになりましたね。今何人ぐらいいるんです？
私たちを加えて多分10人くらいはいると思います。
Still no Teichi. I'm still waiting for the twist that this is actually like not like some weird off curtain call screen and this is actually supposed to be happening in the story. That'd be funky.
未成年人と
I don't know
成
how
年人の
likely.
人数比がこれでやっと互角かな。これで胸を張ってアルコールが飲めるね。
Is it 5 to 5? Tomataki, Tatano, Oishi, Chia. Oh, and Irie, right. There you go.
ビールってなんで冷えてるとあんなに美味しいのにぬるくなるとあんなにまずくなるのかしら。
Actually, this worm beer is
七不思議の
disgusting.
一つよね。
It's actually terrible.
なんででしょうね。
さあビールを継ぎますよ。12345あれ、大人は6人でしたっけ？
Someone sneaking?
み
Oh, Rita's sneaking. I was gonna say Mion, because she's drank before.
僕も泡麦茶がいいのです。
That's adorable, I guess.
リカちゃんもお酒はダ
Foam barley tea.
ではレナさん、そろそろお願いします。
Alright, let's actually get into serious talk.
皆さん、ご成長ですわよ。
メ。では皆さん、日暮らしの泣く頃に酔い、たたり殺し、本当にお疲れ様でした。乾杯。せーの、乾杯。
Yay. Clap, 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 clap.
さて、では毎回恒例の今回のシナリオ議論でもやってみますかね。
Damn.
とは言ったものの、今回のシナリオもケムに巻かれっぱ
I have
なし。
some really like wild theories. I don't know how wild they are compared to the other ones. I guess I've had some really out of the ballpark theories before, but I have a lot more of those this one. It feels weird.
意見のある方は挙手をお願いしますね。
I feel like I need some more down to earth culprit theories, but I really just have a lot of weird ones this chapter.
お、みんな慎重。挙手ないね。
じゃあ私が先陣を切ろうかしら。
Okay.
申し訳ないんだけど音楽を変えてもらってもいいかしら。
Spooky music?
もう少しミステリアスな感じの。
It's actually hilarious.
ああ、これがいいわね。
I like it.
ムードが出まくりなのです。
Dun, 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 dun.
では高野さん、お願いします。
多分ね、たたり殺しのシナリオだけを吟味しても謎は解けないんじゃないかと思うの。
そりゃ同感だね。ここまで物語が重なれば そういう仕掛けがあることは明白だしね。
Guess she means like the truth won't be discovered just by doing it. And obviously, just because we had this grand ending with the Special Defense Force doesn't necessarily mean that's the truth or the fate of all the other ones. Since I guess you wouldn't know since Teichi's. Well, actually, I don't know how long. I just have to look it up. Hopefully, not spoil myself, but look up the dates where the other arcs ended, because this ended directly at the 22nd. So if they ended before that, maybe maybe that whole gas attack could happen, but that'd actually be a good confirmation. If it doesn't happen on those dates, then you can prove that that's not like a solid ending.
そんな仕掛けありましたかしら。
これが正しい例かはわからないけど、
Alright, let's see Chia's first
鬼
take.
隠しで前原くんが大石さんとレストランで食事をして、それが園崎さんに知られていて不思議だったってくだりがありますよね。
That's in reference to when Rena and one of the Sonozakis went to Keiichi's house to give him the mochi. And then they said they knew that he went to lunch with someone. I don't know if they said Uishi, but they know they went outside at least. Out of town.
鬼隠しだけだと実に不思議な出来事ですけど、綿流しを読めば別に不思議でも何でもないことがわかります。
Clarify?
劇中の私が入ったレストランは園崎系列の店だったということで
I
す
didn't even
ね。
think of that. I thought they just reused it. So then one of the Sonozakis should have watched, but it'd be super weird that Keiichi wouldn't notice a Mion or Shion in the presence. But that's interesting. She could have also just had like friends on the inside. I didn't even
園崎
realize
一族
that.
はこの辺りの飲食店やら何やらを経営しているわけですから。
There's a point I missed already. Thank you, game.
で、ケイちゃんの顔を知る者があの店にいて、それを私に伝えたと考えれば比較的筋は通るでしょ。
Yeah, I mean it's a good explanation if I was pressed to answer it, but it's not really helpful. That is what they meant by talking those things, look at all the mysteries, which I do. I kind of wanted more theories on this. But this is a good take.
日暮の物語は微細に異なる場所もありますけど、大筋の設定においては多分4つのシナリオは共通していると思います。例えばキャラクター設定。
鬼隠しのレナは怖い人だけど、それは鬼隠しだけの設定ということじゃなくて。
Right, I did throughout the whole playthrough of Tatarigoroshi. I have said that it's been a lot closer linked to Anatakashi than in comparison to Watanashi. Like a lot of the scenes were similar, a lot of the tonal stuff was similar, so there's that.
レナはレナで4つのシナリオに全く変わらない設定で出演しているということですね。
And obviously you could see glimpses of a sinister, or at least not sinister, at least a more self-aware character in Watanashi too. But you don't get that like craziness you kind of got in Tatarigoroshi.
全く変わらない設定というのはどうか。
Yeah, I mean, the idea that all the characters are the same is fine. It's just like with Mion, you always have to be careful or on the lookout, because Mion and Shion could switch places throughout Anatakashi and this one, and you just don't notice. But I think it was like the one we did notice, obviously, was the phone call about Satoshi. I think that was easily Shion. I mean, the idea of like dead people moving to also could be like misidentification stuff. So even though characters are the same, there could be some weird misidentification about some characters where we think they're one character but they're not. throughout the story?
僕がどのシナリオで
But
も
that's a weird.
常
That's
に
a
同じ場所で同じ死に方をするのはその最たるものだね。
and something I will note on the theory. I haven't made a theory of it yet, though. While all the circumstances are usually the same, it was raining in this one, while it wasn't raining in the other Watanabe festivals, which I think is very important for deciphering like the truth of at least the resets. I think it makes it. I think it 100% confirms this is at least a soft reset. But I think that's definitely a big point in the world.
どんな物語になっても必ず同じ日に死にますですよ。
And Takano, or whoever was burning in the barrel, you've already heard my Takano theory about that, but for the moving corpses for Takano at least, I'm pretty solid on that still. That could also have happened in Onotakashi and they just didn't find it for some reason. But that seems kind of weird too.
綿流し編でお祭りの最中に高野さんと富武さんが西宮殿に忍び込むというシーンがありますけど、
It seemed that happens in all of them. Maybe minus Shion. Well, definitely minus Keiichi. And maybe minus Shion for 2. I mean, we don't know anything that happened in the Watanabe festival for this one, except for they were talking about some of the repeat events from Onotakashi and Watanabe.
あのシーンも他のシナリオでは描かれなかっただけで起こったことになってるのか
I
も
don't
しれま
think
せん
all
ね
of。them could have, though. Because we definitely don't know about Shion and Onotakashi. Unless we do, but they just don't mention it. That's so weird, though. I can see that being... That's... I don't know. That's a weird one.
なっているそうです。
I don't want to think about that right now. That Keiichi actually knows about Shion and Onotakashi.
綿流し当日のお天気や部活の内容、聡子のおじさんの帰宅など、いくつかのイベントを除けばほとんどが共通するそうです。
The club events I actually can see happening for all 3. The weather was weird. Satoko's uncle is also an outlier, I guess.
だとすると新しい疑問がいくつか湧きますね。
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Like, I mean, for a typical route stuff, right? You expect the environment to be the same, but the character actions to be different. But can you really count Satoku's uncle to be a character action or the environment changing? Because if it is the environment changing, then yeah, that could go in the same vein as the rain. Because in Watanabe, you can say that everything else happened is the same in Onotakashi. It was just purely character actions changing the story. Plus noticing Shion, but again, that's not too bad because she's always been there. We just didn't see her. It's weird. I'm getting too
全
tangled up.
く同じ環境で語られる物語なのに
Hopefully understand
なぜ
what
ああ
I'm
も
saying.
違う物語に派生するのか。
They're not the same environment, though.
一般的なサスペンスアドベンチャーの視点で考えると物語が派生する分岐点が存在したってことになりますね。
Yeah.
綿流しで言うとお姉に人形を渡したあるいは渡さなかったというあたり。
But the gas explosion. Again, this could all just be... Am I doodling it right now? That's actually something I need to like not forget about. Oh, I don't want to... Is this trying to brick me? No. I don't want to doodle. I hate doodling anything. I don't want to spoil myself, but it's actually important. No, you know what? We can look at the... It'll probably say on the last... Usually they have like a summary with dates at the end. I'll check that one out later. I don't want to doodle the dates. It might be weird. Okay.
あんな序盤の選択肢1個でバッド確定とは恐ろしい選択肢だね。
ではたたり殺しに話を戻しますと、この場合ですとおじを殺そうと決意するあたりですかしら。
And you go to the festival instead?
私はずっとそれ以前、同居人の女性がトラブルで失踪しておじがひなみ沢に帰ってくることになったあたりから、
Was that really a choice?
もう分岐しちゃってると思
It's
う
not
わ
really
ね
a choice for us.
では
It's weird.
一番最初の鬼隠しの分岐はどこなのですか？
Maybe Tomataki telling Keiichi about the curse or the murders or the dismemberment case. But I don't think this line of thinking's right anyways, but you know, just to play along with them.
やはり劇中の私が登場してお社様のたたりに関する連続開始事件のことを話すあたりからだと思いますね。
Possibly.
今思ったんですけれど、ちゃんと圭一さんがミオンさんの気持ちを理解して、それで大石さんも私のおじさんも現れなかったら何も起こらずに平和に過ごせるってことなんじゃありませんの？
Well, it obviously doesn't work for Tatarigoroshi because the gas explosion would still happen. Unless we really think that the gas explosion only happened because Rika died. But that doesn't make sense either because I think it's Rika died in Higurashi. At least we think, unless they were lying. Shion and Mion were lying about it. But I'm pretty sure she died for like longer. I guess we don't know the time of death for Rika, but we can assume it's been like a day, then the next day after. It's probably, but for Watanabe, it had to been at least 2 days since she died. Maybe not. No, but then we flash forward in the future anyways after that, and there's no gas explosion, so I guess that would actually seal the deal, huh?
へえ、聡子にしちゃ本質ズバリじゃないのよ。確かに言えてる。
I don't think so.
じゃあこの暗い物語は大石さんとおじさんが現れないことを祈りつつ、園崎さんのご機嫌を損ねないようにすればみんな幸せになれるということなのかしら。
やーい、おねえバッドエンド要員。みんな気をつけてね。
Hello, train.
おねえの機嫌を損ねるとバッドエンド確定ですよ。何よそれ。
I'll let that pass. Oh man, it's actually deafeningly loud because I have my window open, but it's almost done, so I won't close it.
シオン、あんたには次は容赦なく痛い目見させてやるからね。泣いた謝ったって許してやるもんか。待てこら。
これまでの物語の謎は全然解けないけど、どうやったらこの物語が大団円で終わるかのグッドエンドの推理はできちゃいましたね。
That's what Uishi does. Like whenever Uishi does come, stuff does get weird, huh? But like obviously not. I don't know. That's almost trying to say.
本当にそれで幸せになれるんでしょうか。
It's almost trying to say that that it's actually bigger than individual actions, or how the story takes place is bigger than that.
大石さんと北条哲平さんの不登場、ミオンさんのお人形の件、本当にそれさえ気をつければいいんですか
I
ね。
wonder if they do all that for the fourth one. I know apparently people said the fourth one's pretty short. The fourth arc. I don't know what it's called. But
みんなは一つ大きな最後を忘れてるよ。
that'd be funny. Can we get a? I mean, we only have one question arc left. I still kind of want to get more on Tatano / Tomataki.
ひなみ沢大災害とい
Be
う
nice
天
for them
才
to
を忘
live
れたかい。
once.
天才は防ぎようがないですわよ。
And And we know for sure it didn't happen in Tatarigoroshi, unless Keiichi just didn't mention it for whatever reason. But I mean,
村
it's
のみんなに
possible.
ガスマスクを配って引っ越しでもしますの？あれはきっとお社様のたたりなのです。
Just keep Rita alive.
だからお社様を怒らせないようにしなければならな
According
い
to
の
the
ですよ。
hint, keep Rita alive.
なははは。ややこしい話になってきましたね。つまりお社様も怒らせてはダメと。お社様を怒らせないためにはどうすればいいのでしたっけ？
ダムの計画そのものがきっとダメなんでしょうね。ダム計画がそもそもなければよかったんじゃないでしょうか。
Yes, back in time.
それは難しいわよね。
The impossible?
だとしたらお怒りになったお社様を鎮める儀式が必要ね。
鬼ヶ淵の沼に捧げ物を鎮めるあの儀式ですね。
捧げ物って何をお社様に捧げるって言うんですか？
そりゃあ決まってるでしょう。どんな分岐にも関係なく話の流れから脱落が確定している人だよ。
Tomataki.
どうせ死ぬならひなみ沢のための人柱になってもらわなくちゃね。
My boy.
あ
Okay.
あ、その脱落が確定している人ってやっぱり僕のことかな。
Sorry, second chain. I tolerated you the first time. Second time, it's over.
やっぱり二郎さんはこの物語に欠かせない重要な役割の人だと信じてたわ。お役目を立派に果たしてちょうだいね。
これで今度こそグッドエンドの大団円シナリオの青写真ができましたね。せっかくだからちょっとやってみましょうか。役者は全員揃ってることですしね。
This is. We didn't hear this a lot in this arc. I think we heard it when was there a part? I don't remember.
いやー、私が北条おじですよ。はいは
Oh,
ーい。
poor shit.
行き場をなくしてロンリーブルー。
Oh yeah, they. I mean, Oishi knows that he ran away because actually, does he know? We know that he ran away because his wife, his lover, was Watanagashi's side killed. But why would he go to? I mean, maybe he doesn't know about the Watanagashi style killing. But he went back to Hinamizawa's, which seems like a really odd choice. I don't know.
早くひなみ沢に帰って聡子ちゃんをお持ち帰りしてじっくり教育。未来はご奉仕メイドですよ。ではひなみ沢にバイクで帰りますか。キーを入れてカチッとカチッ。
Actually, third train. Via rail train this time. It's a rare one. They're really trying to put me in my place, huh? Kaboom! Explosive on the motorbike as a tripwire when he turns it on. Obviously.
先輩、怪人に着せでございますわよ。
This extra is delightful, but I think this might be the most fun curtain call. On the flip side, not a lot of theories right now.
さとこちゃん、火薬の量多すぎじゃないか
But
な。
this is great. It's alright. If you're not giving me theories, at least give me entertainment. I hope Coach is alright. Sweat. Next, we stop Oishi from showing up.
今度は私ですか。私の名前はクラウド大石。 ジャジーでブルースな感じがだいぶイケてるナイスミドルですよ。
I just thought of a sick theory. Should I say it? Oh, I'm gonna save it for later. But it involves why Teppei kept saying Satoko stank. And I talked about maybe it's a risen corpse or it's the drug. There's some sort of the drug, whatever, if she is injected with that mysterious drug, it lets off a smell, but it just popped into my head. I don't want to say it. I think you can probably guess what else is stinky in this chapter, but ooh, I think I just got a nice theory. I mean, this didn't do anything, but I was just reading Higurashi helped me think of it. I'm gonna jot that down. Actually, it's alright. I'll remember it. Let's just go. Kaboom! Bombs are down.
成
Me.
敗なのです。
そして忘れちゃいけないのがお姉へのアフターフォロー。ささお姉、可愛らしいお人形さんですよ。よかったでちゅね。なんだか納得いかない。
で、最後にお社様の怒りを鎮めなくちゃならないと。
See you next time, Jiro.
では最後のお役目よろしくね。
踏んじばってすまきにして吊るして3日かけて沈めるんでしたっけ？
面倒くさいですからここは一気にいっちゃいましょう。
ガボガボガボガボガボ。
これにて一件落着。
Yay. This was good. I appreciated that bit.
なんでかな。突然レナの腕が光ってうなって大変なことに。
Is that a super
死
moth
種類
punch?
類で大変なことになってますのです。
Oh yes, I was gonna say, are we gonna get a phone call from Keiichi?
あれ、
Sort of a standard practice.
電話だ。もしもし。あ、ケイチくん。お疲れ様です。
おうおう、相変わらず大盛り上がりみたいじゃねえか。こっちは次回の台本読みで相変わらず忙しいってのに。まあいいや、今日の俺は機嫌がいいから嫌味はなしにしてやるぜ。シオンはいるか？もう行っちまってもいいんじゃないか？あれ。
Shion?
あれ、今ここで発表しちゃうんですか？とはいえもうすでに分かってる人たちもいるでしょうけど、まあいいか。
シオンさんとケイイチさんの二人っきりの秘密ですって？
Uh-oh.
何よそれ。聞いてない聞いてない聞いてない。
Okay, Kei-chan, let's say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Date release? The main character of the next story will be Shion Sonozaki. Really? That's actually really good. Having a Keiichi. I haven't thought of that, but it's good to get another perspective for sure. And I like how they're doing Shion too. They're trying to make her seem really innocent too. And this doesn't really exclude her for being evil, I think. But this should be interesting. And I mean, I love you, Keiichi. I do. But I think I think having someone, and I think Shion does have a more mature mindset, at least might be helpful. Though that might mean we won't have fun club times next arc, which is kind of sad.
まあつまりはそういうことです。
But this is cool. That
初
actually
登場
pumps
以
me
来
up.
ダントツの人気ナンバーワン。
Really?
姉妹キャラでも遅れ登場した片割れの方が絶対に人気が出るってのはギャルゲー全盛時代から決められたお約束ですし。
わけわかんねえことはどうでもいいよ。とにかく俺はそのシナリオでは主人公のお役ごめん。
I'm gonna miss the Teichi streams, but maybe we'll see it anyways.
風の噂じゃ俺のボイスを超えてるとか。
Right. In the original, there's no CGs, so at this point you wouldn't know what Teichi looks like.
てっへん。
We do,
俺の苦労を
obviously.
少しは思い知れ。
まあケイちゃんのボイス数は異常ですから他のシナリオに入れるようになればすぐに逆転されるでしょうけど、まあ園崎姉妹の実力ってやつをとくと皆さんにお見せして差し上げますよ。
Aww.
でもいいんですのシオンさん。主人公は毎回ろくでもない最後を迎えると決まってましたよ。
I mean, to be fair, Shion died. And everyone, again to note, well, everyone died of poison. I mean, that made sense. Shion doesn't live in Hinamizawa. Never mind. She did commit suicide. Again. Another reoccurrence of suicide. Or, you know, quote unquote suicide. But no, this is really hype actually. I didn't hear about this at all.
まあこれまではね。でもね、次回からは必ずしもそうはならないんですよ
I
ね。
think if we are having a point of view of Shion, that at least excludes... No. I was trying to say that it excludes her from working with other people or in a group, but maybe not. But if we're getting inner thoughts, and I mean, unless she's lying to the freaking reader, which doesn't make sense in the actual thing, because she's a character. It should clarify. It'll help us understand Shion, and again, an other perspective that's not Keiichi might actually be really good.
日暮らしの泣く頃に水も今回のたたり殺しと外伝の染め写しで一区切り。
It's also weird because isn't Rito the next cover character? I don't think Shion and Rito really have a deep connection. In fact, I've seen Shion like interact with Rito the least, right?
ミステリアスな謎を次々と提示してきた出題編はここで折り返しになり、次の章からはこれまでの謎に挑み、そしてさらなるドラマの幕開けとなります。
Or answer arc, as well, I don't know if it's actually called that in Higurashi. It's called that in Umineto.
つまり私が名探偵になって理不尽な謎をバスバス解決していく痛快ストーリーなわけです。今のうちから決め台詞を考えておかないとね。あなたを見たいな。
Oh wait, is this?
納得いかない、納得いかない。
No, wait, is this skipping? Is this talking about the fifth arc? Because I don't know about the answer arcs, but I'm pretty sure I remember when someone was explaining what they were, that the fifth arc's supposed to answer the second arc. So it's kind of sounding like that. Like what if Shion's what if it's of the point? Are they skipping the fourth arc? I don't know. I'm confused. If you have the answer, feel free to give it to me.
御三家の秘密に近づきすぎて閉じ込められていたぶられて悲惨な最後を遂げる役に決まってる。お姉こそ私に全ての謎と秘密をカンパされて謝罪の言葉を口にしながら自害なさ
I
れる
could be
心の
wrong,
準備
but
は
it just
OK で
feels
す。
that way.
お社様のたたりの可能性はなしなのですか？
Probably not.
さて
You're the apparently, according to the hint, the incarnation of Oyashiro-sama.
そのしーちゃんが主役の目明かしに進むためには新
Meyakashi.
しい警察資料が必要
Okay,
です。
wait. I actually need to check the Steam name, just in case. So I have an idea. I do have all the games. Well, do I? I have up to 7, which I think is all of them. Yeah, it is talking about the 5th one. Okay, never mind. I don't need clarification. So did they just not plan for the 4th one? It's kind of awkward.
初めからを選んでゲームを開始すると主人公にシオンが追加されているのでそれを選んで進めてください。鬼隠し、綿流し、そしてたたり殺し、この3つのシナリオを重ね透かして皆さんにはどんな真実が見えてくるでしょうか。
So were they only
推理が
planning
まと
for
まるどころ
3,
か
3
ま
and
すま
3?
す煙に巻かれ
Not
てい
4
くだ
and
け。
4? It's kind of weird though.
レナも全然わからないです。
For all you warriors who never yielded to these 3 mysteries and kept on fighting, we present you with one final scenario as thanks for your enthusiasm, one which we never originally planned on giving to you. Oh, it answered my question. Okay. So this is like a bonus round. I see, I see. Interesting. That's probably why it's so short, because they weren't planning on giving this freebie to help us figure out the mysteries. Which is basically what they're saying, huh? Interesting. That's fun. This was probably the most fun curtain call. Probably the least helpful on the hints department, which is kind of bad for me, not for the game, trying to solve some stuff or create theories, because a lot of my theories, again, I said, were more meta, more out there, and this, basically what they're saying in this curtain call is that they're talking about like more meta stuff too, so it's very, very awkward. It's alright. We'll figure it out. So, we are done. We will return with Arc 4 maybe in like a month or 3 weeks if we're on schedule. But if you are interested in my opinion as not about as my opinion as like entertainment, as a reading experience, and I will have a review video probably out this should be out Thursday, so maybe this week or maybe next week at most, and then the theory video, which might take a bit longer to make, just because I have to make theories and actually think about stuff more. That'll come out in a couple weeks. Then we'll start with my Steam library up. Actually, no, I closed it, but I'll go anyways. Then we'll start with Himasubushi. Honestly, rose off better off the tongue than Tatarigoroshi. Though it's coming now, but it took me a long time to be able to say that completely. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. And yeah, more Higurashi content as per usual will be on this channel. Probably for a long time, because we still have 5 more arcs. So definitely for like the rest of me actively uploading videos. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.